Hopefully. Oh no. Looks so
right.
Hi. Oh, this one's off.
Oh.
Hang on.
A little bit. Still weird. I don't know. Hello, everyone. Hi, Lee. Hi,
right.
Teresa.
Y'all are gonna go black for just a minute. I promise everything's fine. I'm gonna clean the camera.
There we go.
There we go. A little bit better.
Woo. Sticky kid fingers on it.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Tammy. Hey, She's Gone Country.
Hope y'all are having a good evening.
Yes.
This Monday was absolutely wild.
It was busy. Very busy. Hey, Walking Scripture with Shanna. Hi, Donna. Hi, Karen. Hey, Grace. Hey, Marla. Hey, Debbie. We just got home from the ball field.
Yeah.
Baseball practice.
We're the ball player parents. Like soccer mom is what I was trying to get at. I don't know how to say it for two.
Hey, Stringfield. Yeah, Wyatt had another practice, and he's got his first game on Thursday, so he's doing really good.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, we were at church last Wednesday. Some friends of ours were talking about their kids and baseball practice. We said, how does one go about that if we can? Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy. Had to clear it. It works out. Half a second of blurriness. They said, here's the guy's number. We talked to him literally the next day. He was in practice. And it was wild.
It was very quick.
But it's exciting, man. Y'all, I'm so proud of that boy. So little fun fact about me, baseball was my game. It's actually a coach pitch, Donna. So he's a step up from T-ball. So he's in coach pitch for Little League. Baseball was my jam. That is the sport that I loved. And I love playing for it so much. And so I'm really excited that he's in there. Me and him been outside like throwing ball. We've been practicing batting. And just a little bit we've done. I'm happy that I'm going to say that's because we practice. Boy's like number 3 hitter on the team. If not number 2. Never played baseball in his life. It's awesome.
He is really good at it. I'm very proud of him. Hey, Venus. Hey, Carol. Anita, welcome to the first live.
Yeah. She sent an email wondering what time we are. I'm glad you made
it. Hey, River Rock Homestead. We're doing good. We actually did a lot in the garden today.
Mm-hmm. And you will see it this week's videos. A lot of garden stuff.
Yeah. It's not quite technically past our last frost date, but we're doing it.
We're very close.
I'm over it, tired of waiting. And we don't see anything on the 10-day forecast. So it is what it is.
I think the only day that we're about is Friday.
But I think we have
okay.
Sheets. We can cover stuff.
Right now we're shooting at 41. So we have a lot of degrees we have to go down before we have to worry about it. Right. So I think we're going to be okay. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully. We'll see. Yay, Danielle bought soap. Awesome.
Nice. So yeah, that is out in excuse me. That is out in the mail and will be on this week. So that's exciting. Thank you all for buying it all. It went so fast this time. My goodness, y'all were on it.
It was fast.
It blesses us so much when y'all do that. We have comfrey calendula. Yeah, comfrey and calendula that is brewing right now. We'll probably have that out either maybe the weekend or early next week.
Hey, Elaine. Yeah, it was just a really busy day. We did a lot, and then we had to go to the ball field, but we got most everything done, I think.
Yeah. And this week's a big week. So tomorrow, do you hear that?
It sounds like a rapper.
I thought it was a dog. So
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm going to try to ignore it. Yeah, so tomorrow is Mama's last day.
Yes, Mama Pig.
Yeah. The last time y'all got to see us do something similar to this is the day we moved here. And we did the pig wrangling. Mm-hmm. So I'm really hoping we have learned how to pig wrangle a little better. We have a plan. It's all going down tomorrow. We will make sure to have the camera hot and ready. Because I have to have her at Butcher Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. So she has to be in the trailer tomorrow night, hooked to my truck, ready to rock and roll because the Butcher is not right beside us. That's what is it? 30, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah, so I have to get out of here probably about 7 to get there. And
I have a dentist appointment.
Yeah. So actually, Jed, he's not working right now. So I had a chance to talk to him, and he is definitely going to be involved. Graham
Yes.
Karen. I think he's definitely gonna help us load him up
to take my
tomorrow
place.
night.
Yay.
Yeah, and then he gets to come with me Wednesday morning. So you'll see it from our angle, and then of course Jed is GoPro man, so you get to see it from like first person view too. And it should hopefully be a smooth time.
Hey North Star. Tanya said hello from West Virginia. How are your chickens getting along? They're getting along great. The chickens and turkeys have made a big home. They're one big family now, and even the guineas accepted them, so that was good.
Yeah, and so tomorrow's video, you'll get to see an update on that. So there are no more chickens on our front porch. The turkeys are no longer in their spot, and there's been all kinds of adjustments. That's what you'll see tomorrow. And then the next video will be all about the garden and everything that we did there.
Hey, our pastured farm.
Tammy, how do you deal with work while at the farmer's market? So I actually have set time for that. Thankfully, it's pretty much as soon as work's over is when we go out there. So it's just about 30 minutes that I have to work out there. But so my thing is like, we work a lot of different hours within the people that I work with. A lot of them are like several are in India. So I have to get on early in the morning anyways, so we can chat before they log off for the evening in their area. So I get up early. So like when it comes to like 4 o'clock, like my day's basically winded up, pretty much over by that time anyways. So it's fine. But yeah, I mean, it definitely wouldn't work for everyone having a Thursday evening farmer's market.
This Thursday, we actually have Wyatt's game during the farmer's market.
And visitors coming.
Yeah. So we haven't quite figured out who's going to go to the game and who's going to stay at the market, but we'll figure it out when it gets here.
Yeah, Tammy, your neck of the woods and your work definitely isn't as flexible as what I've been.
I guess here's a little bit of a inside of the anxiety of that, but ideally Zach would go to the game because, you know, father and son, and I would stay at the market, but I don't like counting money. It gives me anxiety, and a lot of it's because I used to get made fun of for it. So like I never think that I'm doing it right, and it just makes me really nervous. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do.
It's a left-handed situation.
It is,
and it's just because there's at least of what we know, there's more right-handers than left-handers, so they don't understand how she does it. So backwards compared to a right-hander doing it. And after it's fine, you do everything fine. The only thing that matters about money is that you bring in the right amount and you give back the right amount. Like it doesn't matter how you filter through it.
I don't know. Ugh. But I feel like Wyatt needs his dad at the ball game, so might just have to make it work. Might have to make Grammy Karen come and go with me. Sharon, I hate it. I hate counting money. We do have a square, but most people use cash.
We had it. Not as the first time we was there, we didn't even bring it out. It was all cash or checks.
Hey, STIVERS Homestead. What else?
What did we do this past weekend? Oh, this past weekend we had a lot of good fellowship with a lot of friends. We actually have talked to you all a lot about like how we've kind of been by ourselves here. You know, we haven't really met a whole lot of people. That's like completely changed.
Yeah.
Like we were very active. There's not a night. So this is fun. So when it comes to like time management, anxiety, different stuff like that, make sure that you keep a calm head so you can get through the week. There's not a day of the week that there's nothing to do in the evenings is what I'm getting at. So like after work, I don't know, it's like on farm stuff. You know, Mondays we got the live, Tuesday and baseball. Tuesdays gymnastics, Wednesdays church, Thursdays farmers market and baseball game. Fridays are usually always something, and then Saturdays we usually have a lot of farm stuff to do, and we're hanging out with friends and family.
And Sunday's church.
Yeah, and Sunday's church. So there's not many times that we like are sitting here like not doing anything. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been really crazy, but we are just so happy to have friends here and to be able to have those fellowship times with folks and just really just kind of let loose and hang out. But that's what we did all weekend. It was a really good time. Plus doing what you'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, it has been really great. The people that we have made friends of have literally taken us under their wing and just like scooped us up and made us part of their family. And it's really, really cool. I wish, because I know moving is so hard for everyone. I wish that every town could be like our town. People are just so loving and accepting.
Yep.
It's really nice.
And then speaking of that, on how things are so busy, we're going to shoot this one around 30 to 40 minutes tonight. Please don't be mad. But if y'all want a video tomorrow, we've got to cut it short a little bit because I still got to get that video edited, and we still have a few things that we have to do this evening. So just an FYI, we're going to do about 30, 40 minutes. So pop your questions in there. We're happy to answer them. You all usually get us going on a story. And I'm not sure how well you all can see it, but we haven't talked about it in the video. We will, and we'll get closer. But do y'all see our new centerpiece above our fireplace? That, by golly, is our barn.
It's so beautiful.
An amazing stock driver, amazing friend, painted that picture for us, y'all. And it's back when we still had our hay bale, and it's identical to what we have out there.
Down to like the messed up roof on our barn. It's incredible. It's so beautiful. Absolutely amazing. We knew it was coming because she told us, so we were anxious to see it. But when I opened it, I don't think any of us had a dry eye. It's just so beautiful to have in our home because we used to have Butters up there, but she is now behind you all on our wall table, dining room wall table.
I'm about to take Butters down anyway.
And it's so pretty. It's perfect.
Even our leany electrical bulb. Isn't that awesome, y'all?
So cool. It's beautiful. So yeah, we just want to share that because it is now our favorite thing in our home.
Yes. I mean, the thing above your fireplace on the centerpiece is always like your go-to, right?
Yeah, it looks really empty back there.
I'll get it back.
We took our seed starting setup out today. We had to get that down.
It's gone. We got a bookshelf beside us now instead of that. Crazy busy.
Yeah. We had to clean out all the brooders and get ready for the end of this week.
Yeah, because we got
talent. I wish I had to.
Did we even talk about the guineas coming this week?
No.
We got guineas coming this week too. So just this week we got pig butchering Wednesday. Which that's the easy day, right? Tomorrow's the crazy day with that. Cat, that was just real rude.
So rude.
In 2 days, the guineas they're going to be shipped in 2 days.
Yes, they'll be shipped on the 29th.
Oh, so they're not coming till next week.
Well, I'm hoping they'll be here Saturday.
They'll have to be.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. So the guineas are coming, and then the farmer's market and all of this stuff we talked about. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to have more guineas.
Yeah. Donna said if you have some old wood from the barn, you should make a frame for it. That would be
cool. That's a good idea.
That'd be pretty.
And we do have some.
Elaine said, do you ever take vacations away? I wouldn't say that we take like vacations. We just take like little weekend stays or day trips. Gosh, when's the last time we went on like a vacation, like a week long?
Gatlinburg.
Oh, your birthday last year.
Was that even a whole week?
It was almost a week.
Almost.
I think it was like 5 days, 4 nights and 5 days.
Yeah. But that was when we were still back at the old place. When we were around a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would be the last time. We've never the last time we went to I don't even know. It would be before North Carolina.
Yeah.
The last time we actually went to a beach.
To stay.
For
more than a couple days or a weekend.
Yeah.
AJ Crum, thank you so much.
$20 super chat. You are amazing. Thank you. That's too kind. But we also, for the record, don't really like the beach. We are more lake, creek, mountain people. So if we can have time to get away, we're going to go camp.
We're like a lake beach.
Yeah, lake beach.
Hey, Kentucky girl from London.
Doesn't stick to you as much.
Hey, the Tinker's wife. Yeah, so hopefully y'all are all getting ready for your gardens too. It's almost time.
Yeah. So basically from now on until the greenhouse is empty, it's gardening time. The best thing to do is to never just chew it off and try to say, I'm going to get it all done today.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. You're going to put too much in you and too much work on you to get that done. So just basically give yourself really May, all of May to get everything in the ground, especially when you have a size garden that we're going to be having. Take it in bits and you'll be more successful.
My garden is the kitchen garden.
The kitchen garden. The kitchen garden.
I think Zach has bit off a little more than he can chew with the garden. With his garden. So I'm just going ahead and proclaiming the kitchen garden is my garden. I will be responsible for it.
Hers is going to feed us. Mine's going to make us money.
His makes me nervous. I look at it and I'm like, that's a big note for me.
I look at it and say, I'm ready. I've been trained. I'm ready for this.
He'll get it done though. Him and Ray, they'll do it. Oh my goodness. Hey, Mama Z's.
Rusty is losing it out there. I was trying to think if we had any funny stories or anything just slightly funny that we did since last Monday. We haven't even had time to think about it. Usually we sit down time and like try to figure out and think about it. But I don't have anything that like really pops to mind. We've had a lot of fun. It hasn't been like working over the top. It's just been fun stuff. More proud moments, I think, last week. Wyatt with his baseball, Raylan with gymnastics, all of us with church. Like we kind of sat back yesterday evening. Basically after we got done with the week, I was like, man, I'm just like really proud of us right now. Like we've put ourselves out of the box. We've put ourselves in awkward situations. You know, we've done a lot of the stuff we talked about on Friday Night Lights, and we conquered them. And it was this really proud moments all week of us as a unit. Yeah, if you've been around for a while, you know we call ourselves a unit. If one's down, we're all down, even if we don't feel that way. And we just really succeeded as a unit last week. And it really made today, I think, while we just kept pumping forward with productivity, because somebody just left us feedback on that too. Thank you. When you have that momentum going, like you don't stop. Like don't stop. Keep rolling with it. Keep doing good. And then if you are in that downside of situations to where you're not feeling super proud of yourselves, all it takes is one step forward and it changes everything. Doing something out of the ordinary, something that gets you just feeling good about yourself. And then here it comes. Here comes that momentum and that productivity get rolling back into it.
Hey, Love and Life Farms. Hey, Lavender. Thank you.
Yes,
we really enjoy the Friday Night Lights.
We do too.
It's my favorite video that we shoot. And it just feels really personable.
Mm-hmm.
I really like them. I hope y'all do too.
I don't know. It's just, we love teaching about everything. And so one thing that we've always like had a piece of us is wanting to help others. Like we mentioned in the last video, we have no certificates, no degrees, no nothing, but we also live and we have life. And I know just personally, I feel better being able to talk to someone that's like, you know what, I've done. Yeah, I've been there too. And it helps. And so we're just hoping like if like one person is being helped by, then it's all right.
Right.
And yeah, WWRRD.
Yeah. No, the farmer's market was really good. We've talked about it briefly. I think we post about it so much on like other social medias that we forget to talk about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It did go really well. We met a lot of people in the community, a lot of other farms. Probably spent all of our profit on other people's products.
There was home raised grass fed beef up in this place,
bought it.
And that's the only meat we ain't got. So
yeah.
That's where I'm going. But yeah, like she said, and like we mentioned in the video, prepping for that, we're not going into this thinking that we're going to be millionaires at a profit. Someone blowing it up. We want to meet everyone. We want to start building that community, and it was awesome. It was so cold.
It was cold.
It was so windy.
Yeah.
And that impacted the opening day. But I think this Thursday is going to be a lot better. We still sold a lot. We actually met some Stive Tribe.
Yeah.
Some of the folks that live a little bit more local, they stopped by and said, "Hey, that was great. We loved meeting them." And yeah, so like we went home with a little change in our pocket. And we're looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, it was just really cool to meet people.
We did come home with probably half. We mainly brought tomato plants. And so because the night before it was 23 degrees, people were a little nervous to go buy on their tomato plants because obviously not everybody's got a greenhouse or something they can put them in. So I think now that we're in the clear, this Thursday we'll move them a lot better.
Yeah. Sorry, long day, or I'm late, long day, up potting tomatoes, 60 and all. Oh, wow. Yeah. We did a lot of up potting today, too. We're not done. The goal was to get it all done this month, obviously, but it feels really weird to be up potting tomatoes at this, like, time. I don't know. It's so wrong. But we're doing it, and we're almost done, and then we'll have to up pot all of our cucumbers and squash and stuff like that, and then we'll be completely done, and it'll be nice. And then it'll be time to put everything in the ground. Tammy said, "Do you think I can plant sweet potatoes near regular potatoes?"
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, we've never grown sweet potatoes. However, I haven't heard anything saying they don't work well together. Do you have to rent space at the market? Laura said. $5.
I think it's $5.
$5 a week, but that's our town. It's going to be different. It's I'm sure bigger cities with bigger markets probably charge a little more.
Sherry, we would love to see you at the farmers market. That would be awesome.
Journey of Love and Light. How many were you selling? So we probably brought 200.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we sold maybe 10 or 15 of them. No biggie. We're gonna bring them same ones back over there.
Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Aunt Patty.
Hey, Aunt Patty.
Oh, goodness. Love and Life. Been a long day here, too. Getting packed to move to my new homestead on Friday. Congratulations.
Nice. Veronica said, I found that herbs do the best at the farmer's market, dried or fresh. Yeah, so we actually are separating some of our herbs. We're going to bring some of them fresh. And actually what did really well was our bundles of greens. So we took a bundle of Joy Choi. We just did one of each to see how it'd go. Bundle of Joy Choi, bundle of collards, bundle of kale, and those sold. Like, everybody loved them. So that... People like being able to just eat, like, right? They come and they see something that they can immediately take home and eat. Like, they love that. So I do think when it comes to produce time, like when we're actually having the produce to bring, it'll get even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes to get in the show, Kitty.
She's a mess. She knows every Monday to show herself.
Right. Brenda, I think our stories, we didn't have anything specific, just kind of what we was talking about, but more of a proudness thing than something like hilariously funny this round. Just really proud of our unit.
Gray Mountain Farm, we're trying to do our market for our channel too. We're a little behind. Awesome. Hopefully that works out. It's fun. It's just really cool to go out and meet people like you and see what they're selling and see what they're doing on their farms and just making friends.
Wendy, that's all right. That's all right. When yours are all ate up from that heat down there in Florida, we'll be eating our tomato sandwiches. No, just kidding. Congratulations. It's awesome.
Stephanie Hedrick said you always need to uppot your starch. Just wondering because it started in solo cups. If you have them in solo cups, you probably don't need to uppot.
And if you put one seed in there, if you have multiple in there, then you will need to separate.
Or if they do get leggy, you can always take them out of the cup and then bury them a little bit deeper, and that'll just make them a little bit stronger and get all those little fibers and hairs down in the dirt because those are roots too.
Donna Agenda, you make your zucchini bread for the market.
I'm going to.
Yeah. So she made some homemade bread. Those were gone like 3 minutes into the market. Two loaves.
I just didn't know how it was gonna go. Yeah. So I made 2 and we took them and they were gone.
Yeah, and that was just
first
normal homemade sliced bread. And I looked at her when we got home. I said, we're gonna have to make a bunch more of that. And can you imagine the zucchini bread going when we get that?
Probably starting tomorrow. I'll start making more bread and at least have maybe 10 loaves to take. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. It was pretty cool. I was excited that people wanted the bread. It made me feel good.
Journey of Lemon Light. How many other people were selling? I think there's 10 of us.
I think so. I think between 8 and 10.
Yeah.
Some were just crafts, and then others were farms, and then some were both. We're excited to go back though. It's
fun.
It makes you feel proud to show off what you've grown and stuff, and have people compliment it. That's the best part. When they make compliments and they say, your tomatoes are so beautiful. It makes you feel validated.
Yeah. And man, they did look good. We got stocks, there's big. Some people would comment, I'm proud of my babies.
Yeah, they're like, you must really baby. I'm like, yeah.
Yes, we do. But also are tough. That's why they look so good.
Right. Jacqueline, that's awesome. I cannot wait for zucchini bread season again. Diana, I'm so sorry you missed the soap. It went so quick.
Yeah.
I couldn't. We were at the market and I forgot that it posted. And I kept getting notifications and my phone kept going off and I was like, what is going on? And I finally looked down and I was like, oh man, everything's gone. It was quick. It was 2 hours, I think.
Sherry's Market actually asked a good question. Why is our farmer's market on Thursday? When you think of farmer's market, you only think Saturday morning, right? Or Sunday. Well, we're in a small town and there's a bunch of small towns all around us. So because they didn't want to compete, they worked with the other counties and said, okay, you get Tuesday. They didn't say you get everybody said what day do you want, and they worked it out. So there's Tuesday, I think there's even a Wednesday, a Thursday, and a Saturday. Yeah. And so our area, Knox County, they chose Thursday, and so that's what it is. However, if we wanted to, we could be vendors at all of them, but we just one's enough. We got enough going on, and we just made it.
The kids were very patient, but and there was other kids to play with. Thank goodness, because if not, I don't think that they would have liked it. But they did get to meet friends. But, it's just kind of boring for them. They're like, what am I supposed to do? Wyatt, so this is kind of a funny story. Y'all know Wyatt. You know his personality. He's basically a 40-year-old man instead of a 7-year-old. So we got to market, and I think he was kind of feeling it out, and once he realized like what we were doing and that was going to be it, he said, I'm going to go take a nap. I said, what are you going to take a nap? I actually brought like a blanket for them to lay on, and then another blanket to cover up with because it was so chilly. I brought snacks, I brought their tablets, like all the things. And the next thing I know, I turn around and
no, wait a minute. When you get there, because he did something really crazy right before that when he told us this. So he says he's going to go take a nap. And I'm like, okay, and we actually had a customer. And so I'm talking to them. We're both talking to them politely. And they leave, and I turn around. I'm like, I told him to leave the door open. I go run. He's like shutting the door and like laying down in the seat. And he also because we like brought our plants, and I had bottom water and spilt it on the seat. He goes, it's wet. I said, what I'm worried about is you shut the door. Like, son, we talked about this. This is not okay. We can't be having our kid in a hot box car while we're at the farmer's market. No. It was like freezing out. But I told her, I was like, we still can't be doing this. And then then she directed him in the right direction.
And then I turned around and he was
passed out.
I mean, he slept daggone near the whole time. I think he woke up for like the last 30 minutes. Yeah. He played.
Homestead Homeboy NC, $4 super chat. Hello. Thank you. Very kind of you.
He's so funny though. If he don't want to do that, he just takes it out.
Yeah, he does.
And Raylan, meanwhile, she was trying to run off with other families and make friends with everyone. She had a good old time. It would be cool to have them sell lemonade. I have to check into that. That would be fun. They would really like that.
I actually saw North Star ask if we would be selling our canned goods at the farmer's market. Yes, we will. She got our microprocessor. That's the one.
Yeah.
Right, for canned goods. So that allows her to do that. We definitely will.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and we've noticed, because I think that comment also asked about the shortage of canning lids and jars. Our Walmart's actually stocked back up. So
really?
So right, you didn't see it? No. Yeah, so I don't know if it's like lightening up or if that was just load, but I feel like I've seen them the past couple times with that, so I'm not super stressed about it.
I need to get some. Although I don't know if I'm going to can this year. I've talked about it a couple of times, but I don't know that I'm going to do it. I think we're going to see how the market goes and how much produce we have left over, and not stress too much about it. I don't want to stress about it. I kind of just want to like enjoy our first garden here and learn about it, learn what we're going to change next year, and not put too much pressure on put a bunch of food up because we have enough anyway. I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like he looks at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but
we all know we're going to be canning. We'll she can say what she wants, but I also know her stress of wasting anything.
I don't like to waste.
Right. So,
but I'm hoping we'll sell or give and eat.
Okay. But we want to some. Like what we're saying is we don't have to.
I just don't want to put too much pressure on it.
Right.
I mean, if some things go to waste or get eaten by an animal, I don't want it to be the end of the world because it's our first year here. And we haven't learned everything yet. We don't know what's going to be the best spots. Right. And we might completely change everything next year. So I just don't want to be like disappointed if we don't have enough to can.
All right. It's 30 minutes in. Elaine had one last good question that I think we can kind of end on and go from that. Has this always been your dream life? You first.
Yes. From as long as I can remember.
Why though? Why? A little something.
Not just the farm, but being a mom and being a wife and homeschooling, and then plus having a farm, and this house too. Like, gosh, I can't even express how grateful I am for this house. And, you know, people comment on it and they say like, your old place was so messy and stuff and this and that. And I can't explain to you how much pride I have in this place. And like, I take pictures of everything every day, like every room, just because when I look out like the doorway of my bedroom into the kitchen, I'm just so proud. And when I look from the kitchen to the living room and I see my kids on the couch, I'm just so proud. And I feel so blessed that we have this place and the farm outside, not just the inside, the outside, the barn. it's literally a dream come true. And I mean, that sounds so cliche, but it's the best words I can find because it is a dream come true.
Yeah.
I never imagined that we would have a place like this. I wanted it. And I saw it on social media on Instagram. And that's not to say to compare yourself to others, but my goodness, it just feels like everything came true. And I know it was a crazy ride. And it felt like we were never going to have it when it was happening. And it did. And now everybody says, like, you'll forget it. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget, like, where we came from, what we what we had, and where we are now. It will never, ever get old to me.
I'll never forget dumping toilets. Like, I mean, that will never pass my mind.
That's another thing. Like, when I clean a toilet now, I don't do it out of frustration or anger. Like, I am thankful for that toilet. I love that I can clean it.
Yeah.
And then I don't feel like it's disgusting, and I don't even want to step foot into my bathroom. Like, I love cleaning a toilet.
Yeah.
It gives me joy, and washing dishes gives me joy. Vacuuming, cleaning, dusting, all of that gives me joy because we didn't have it for so long.
Right. I don't know how to follow that. That was really good. Like, you brought that home, baby.
I'm just so thankful every day.
It makes me happy that you're happy.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
I'm thankful for the barn too.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would have like a barn.
Right.
For my animals. I mean, from what they were in, and yes, it was fine, but to see them thriving in the barn and like going up there at night, like those are the things y'all don't see when they're sleeping and they're cozy and they're dry. Like that is amazing.
And winds off of them.
Yes. It's so incredible.
I think that actually kind of leads you into my combo because the barn has a lot to do with it. A couple questions I saw real quick ones. Did you sell many? I'm sorry, I missed the names. Did you sell any eggs? Yes, that was a blessing. All in itself. We sold all of them. We sold what, 8 dozen?
I don't care if we don't sell anything else but eggs.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
With a small amount of customers that came on such a cold day, and we sold 8 dozen eggs. Like, boom, that was fantastic.
And we cleared out our egg supply, and that felt so good.
Yeah, because we're getting 2 dozen a day, so it's like we're down. Fantastic. And I forgot the other question. I'm sorry. Anyways, okay, so mine. So was this always my dream? First off, no. I always grew up country. My great grandfather, we lived on his land. He's passed a long time ago, but he passed it down to his family, which was my grandma and my mom, and et cetera, and et cetera. And I told her when we moved there, like, we are never leaving. Like, this is my great grandfather's land.
I felt the same way.
The story, and she agreed.
I told him, I said, I'm never leaving here. This is my home.
Yeah, and then the stories that I heard is that my grandfather, so there was a Flying J, the exit before, or after, wherever you're going. Anyways, and like he turned down over $1 million way back in the day, which has been a lot of money for him for that land. And he said no, he's going to leave it for his family. He raised cattle. He was a tobacco farmer, and like I just had a lot of pride in that man. Like I look up to him, and I'll still look up to this day. I think about it sometimes when I'm out there farming, like, what would he think of how we're doing this? Like, would he agree? Is this how he would do it? Or at least would he give us like a hat nod? And so I was very proudful to be on his land doing what we were doing because we were the only ones doing that. And so I was like, Papa's got to be smiling down, looking at this and seeing this happening. So it was hard when we left. Really hard. And so from the dream part, like, she's the reason that we're doing this, and like I love it now. Like, she brought back like the papaw out of me and was like, I love this too. Like, I'm stoked. Let's roll with it. But then when we moved here, like it was starting to kill me. But like I had accepted the fact, 2 reasons. One, things just straight change, right? They just change. Thankfully, family bought our land, so it stayed in the family. But then I got to the point to where if Papa was in our shoes, Papa bought that land at some point with a barn on it. Like, it had a barn on it. And so I think if he was addressed in the same situation that we are, he would have done the same thing. Hopefully. At least that helps me sleep at night. But yeah, sorry, I got a little long-winded.
No, I love it. It's perfect. Washwoman, thank you so much for that super chat. Hope you're doing well tonight. We are going to wrap it up. But yeah, that was a really both of us long-winded answer to your question.
But it was a good one. I knew it was a loaded question. I was like, that's a good way to wrap his bad way up.
Yes, it was my dream life. And I think that we've turned it into his dream life.
Yeah. And sometimes I think I love it more than her sometimes. Like, I am in it. Like, there's no other life I want to live ever. But y'all, we love you all. We hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned tomorrow. I don't know if we can we'll have the footage, but it'll be more about editing to see if we can get everything out this week, like
Right.
a little bit more than what we normally do. But stay tuned. Tomorrow, so our friends Jess and I will be doing like a live. Which do we know the
I
time?
think 7.
7. Is it Eastern or Central? Do you know?
Central.
So that would be 8 our time.
I think that's right.
So 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Our friends Jess and I, they're giving out their big secret about the move and all the stuff that's going on there. So make sure to stay tuned there. That's also about the same time that we normally post. So we're going to post a little bit earlier in the day, probably 3 or 4 Eastern time. So just stay tuned to that. We definitely don't want to, well, let's be honest. We want you all to be able to watch that, and because we know you won't watch ours. So we'll post it a little bit earlier. So you just pay attention to that, and then we'll get back on the regular schedule after that.
We love y'all.
Until the next one.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Bye, y'all.
Love y'all.
Ooh.
Bye.